Hey, what's up you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Marvel's Avengers video, and today what I got for you guys here is a bit of a news roundup. We got some new alternate skins revealed for Hawkeye as his DLC is about to drop in just under a week, as well as some new reveals coming from Marvel's Avengers right around the time that Hawkeye is going to become available. Then lastly, there's going to be a rework on the XP for the game, which I very much disagree with, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Before we get into everything, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if at any point you enjoyed the video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it, it would show your support, and I would really appreciate it. So if you enjoy the video at any point, leaving a like rating would be awesome. And also, if you're new here and you want to keep up to date on all things Marvel's Avengers, well then I got you covered. I've been making and will continue to make videos on all the news and updates for the game, my reactions to certain trailers and reveals for characters, as well as some gameplay, free roaming, showing off some builds, all that fun stuff with new DLC to come. And if all that sounds good to you, well then if you'd like, you can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to be immediately notified when a video goes live. And with all that being said, let's jump into this. Okay, so first order of business, some new alternate suits have been fully revealed for Hawkeye. His DLC is going to be available on March 18th, completely free, but of course some of these suits are going to be ones that you'll have to pay for with your real money. I believe as well these are going to be suits that will be found in Hawkeye's challenge card, which you also will have to pay for. However, you can earn credits through the free challenge cards that are available for the 6 main characters on the roster, and use whatever currency you gather from those challenge cards to then purchase this one. The first suit that was fully showcased for us is the one that I'm going to be using the most for Hawkeye, and I am so excited because they absolutely nailed it in this game. And it's the Ronin outfit. Crystal Dynamics did such a good job with this design. The mask looks amazing. The overall suit in general is so good. The only complaint that I have is that the arrows and the sword don't match the color of the suit. It's not the biggest deal, but I just wish that tiny little touch would have been added to the arrows and the sword so that it would have given you that full Ronin feel. Either way, looking forward to using this costume the most because it's the best one that Hawkeye has. There's no doubt about it. They also revealed a suit known as the Iron Eye outfit, and I guess this is supposed to be similar to the Stark Tech suits that we have for the main 6 characters on the roster, and it doesn't look too bad, but it also doesn't look too great. I like that the helmet or mask, whatever it is you want to call it, is very reminiscent of the classic Hawkeye mask from the comic books, but besides that, I'm not really digging this too much. Hawkeye's also got an alternate suit inspired by his Ultimate Universe look, which I think looks fantastic. I know we don't have all the alternate suits revealed yet, and there might be some suits that aren't shown to us that look really cool, but as of right now, my 1A, 1B is the Ronin outfit and the Ultimate Universe suit for Hawkeye. And then lastly, we have this alternate suit known as the Time Lost outfit, which is based on the Avengers Forever comic from the late 90s, and I'm just not feeling this one at all. I just think that for me, the armored look for Hawkeye doesn't work. It's similar to the Iron Eye outfit where there's just a little too much armor and it doesn't really work for me with Hawkeye, and the goggles are weird. I'm just not digging this suit. I'm not going to use it. We'll see what the rest of the suits look like for Hawkeye come March 18th, but so far, again, that Ronin suit and the Ultimate Universe costume, those are the ones I want to use the most. Moving on though, March 18th is going to be a bit of a packed day because not only do we have the Hawkeye DLC and Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'm really excited for that, we also are going to be getting a major reveal of some sorts for Marvel's Avengers. The official Play Avengers Twitter page put out a post that said, "Tune in to Square Enix Presents on March 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific for a look at what's to come for Marvel's Avengers." In general, this is just some sort of event for Square Enix games, and of course, Avengers is going to be included in that. So what kind of reveal can we expect? Well, I'm hoping we get a roadmap on the DLC. Like, of course, everyone's speculating that maybe they'll showcase Spider-Man, which would be great. I would love to see what the Spider-Man DLC is going to look like, although I know that everyone has their problems with it considering it's a PlayStation exclusive. A lot of people as well are speculating about Black Panther. I would love to see that revealed, but I just, in general, want a roadmap of when we're gonna get content. After Kate Bishop dropped in December, it was radio silence for 2 months until we finally heard something regarding Hawkeye, and we still had to wait an extra month until we finally heard something about Hawkeye. So it's time we get some sort of roadmap to give us just an estimation of when we can expect more content to arrive. I'll definitely be doing a reaction to this event, and you can expect that reaction to go up on the channel later that day, so keep an eye out and keep it locked to this channel if you want want to stay up to date on what reveals are to come for this game. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about for Marvel's Avengers is some news that came out just over a week ago, and it's regarding an XP rework coming to the game. A lot of people have expressed their concerns with this, and I'd like to join that. I'll start off by reading exactly what's put in the blog post that gives Crystal Dynamics explanation as to why the XP is being reworked. Here's what they have to say. Since we launched last September, our balance team has been evaluating the XP curve for leveling from 1 to 50, and will be making some changes to address two core issues. The current XP quote-unquote curve isn't really a curve at all. In most RPGs, the amount of XP you need to level up increases as you gain levels in a curve, but our system is a straight line. This has led to pacing issues, such as skill points currently being rewarded too fast, which may be confusing and overwhelming to newer players. We want each decision to invest in a skill or heroic to be more meaningful. Based on these issues, we'll be increasing the amount of XP needed to level up, starting from around level 25. This amount will increase the closer you get to level 50, so that it will take longer to reach higher levels, and will only affect character level, not power level. If you already have level 50 characters, which is the current maximum, this won't affect you. If you have characters who isn't level 50 and want to speed up their progress, take this time to do so before the update on March 18th. And the entire community, since this blog post has been made, has pretty much been saying the same thing, in that this is a bad idea. A complaint that I hear often from Marvel's Avengers is that it seems too much like a button masher. It feels like a button masher. And my counter to that is always that the first tab of skill trees is where you unlock your character's full moveset. Once you get through and unlock all your character's abilities, you'll notice that there's quite a bit of fun to be had with that character. The problem, though, is investing the time into getting your character to level 50, or whatever level it may take to unlock all the skills within the first tab of skill trees, to then see the potential of the character. And right now, as the XP system is currently, people don't do that enough. If they increase the amount of XP it takes to get to level 50, that's just going to turn more people away from wanting to unlock these skills and try out these characters at their full potential. Beyond that, there's been a ton of quality of life fixes that a lot of the community has been requesting, and as well just in general community feedback that's being provided on the game that needs to be addressed above all else. Granted, one of them is communication, which is now being done. We're getting Hawkeye on March 18th. We know we're going to get some sort of an update on what's to come from Marvel's Avengers on that same day, so that's great. I just don't think now is the time to rework the XP. Win the player base back a little bit, get some more people trying out Marvel's Avengers again, then introduce something like this when there's quite a bit of content for us to try out and want to jump into to get that XP. It may be too late at this point, but I really hope with just 6 days to go that the folks at Crystal Dynamics listen to what the community has to say regarding this and reverses this decision, at least for the time being. I understand the intention here, but right now the gameplay loop isn't satisfying enough for me to want to jump back in and earn any additional XP to level up my characters with. I don't mean to be harping on it this much, because I'm sure the developers mean well and they're working hard, especially during these times. They're putting in a ton of work to bring us this content, which we all appreciate. But this decision just doesn't sit well with me. To increase the amount of XP it takes to level up with a gameplay loop that isn't satisfying in Marvel's Avengers is just going to demotivate me from playing the game. And with all that said, I now want to kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments section below. First of all, what do you think about the alternate suits for Hawkeye? I want to hear which suit is your favorite in the comments below. Secondly, what reveal do you expect to see during that Square Enix Presents event? If it's going to be a character reveal, what character do you hope is revealed? And then lastly, I want to hear you guys sound off on the XP rework for Marvel's Avengers. Please do so civilly though in the comments. Let's keep it respectful. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it, it would show your support, and I would really appreciate it. I'm Caboose, and you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Those links are going to be in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.